Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Face the Music. I'm glad that you're here today. Hey, look, I'm really excited about today. Today I'm going to be doing a song by the Eagles. Now, actually, it's just Eagles. You know, a lot of people say the Eagles, and technically that's incorrect. They never really wanted to be, at least Glenn never really wanted to be the Eagles. He wanted to be just Eagles. But, we kind of like in today's, when we talk about the band, everyone always just says the Eagles. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and say the Eagles, probably a little bit less confusing. But anyways, these guys are fantastic. And, I had never really gone back and listened. Everyone knows, like, they're, if you're an Eagles fan, or if you're like, just a music fan, classic rock fan, whatever you like, a lot of the groups from the 70s, 80s, whatever, going back to in the day, I know that they're still touring, and it's not even the same band anymore. Obviously, Glenn Fry since passed, unfortunately, and there's, different people in the band now. I think that, that a lot of people know their big songs. Of course, obviously, Hotel California. People know that one. Peaceful, Easy Feeling, Take It Easy. One of These Nights, Witchy Woman. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of all of their songs. Tequila Sunrise. I mean, just go down the list. I mean, they've got some fantastic hits. But there's some songs in the Eagles catalog that even I myself, and I've been listening to the Eagles for years, I, never even heard. I guess I just never really sat down and played, their albums, front to back. And so I sat down not too long ago and I said, you know what, I'm going to listen to a lot of the albums and so forth, not just the big hits and so forth, but I want to hear albums and songs off those albums that I've never heard, because I see these titles a lot of times, and I've never heard the song, so I want to know what it's like. And so I started going through, and I started with the original album, Eagles. And then I went to, Desperado, which was, both of those albums are, they've got some great songs in there. I think Take It Easy came off of one of those albums, Peaceful, Easy Feeling, off of one of them. Tequila Sunrise, that's where those songs came from, those first couple of albums. And that they were okay. I mean, Desperado, I'm not sure what they were thinking with the whole cowboy thing, the whole outlaw gang thing, whatever. And then you hit On the Border, and that was their third album. And just some, that's, I think, when they kind of started hitting their groove. That's when Don Felder actually joined the band too. Before that it was just Bernie Ledden, Randy Meisner, Glenn Fry, and Don Henley. And then you had Don Felder join, and I think things started taking off with album number 3, On the Border. This song, Old 55, came off of that album, and I heard it and I was floored. Anyways, and so I started looking online and I found this footage, and I started to watch. I'm like, this is great. I get to see the original Eagles back in the day. And then I thought, I'm going to put this on the channel, because I think a lot of other folks like yourself possibly, that have never heard the song and get a chance to see the original Eagles in concert live the way that they were way back in the day. So anyways, I'm excited about this. This is a fantastic song, and I think that you're going to like it. Anyways, here we go. No more talking. This is going to be the Eagles live in concert and Old 55.
To my old 55, yes, I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy. God knows I was feeling alive. Now the sun's coming up, I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I leave the parade, just a wishing I'd stayed a little longer. Lord, don't you know, feeling's getting stronger. 6 in the morning gave me no warning. I had to be The cars are all passing me, trucks are all flashing me. I'm headed home from your place, and now the sun's coming up. I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just wishing I'd stayed a little longer. Lord, don't you know, feeling's getting stronger. Well, my time went so quickly, I went lickety-splitly out to my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. Now the sun's coming up, yes it is. I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks, riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, riding with Lady Luck.
And there you go. The Eagles live in concert with Old 55 from back in the day. Unfortunately, Glenn Fry's gone. They're on the piano with the lead vocals. I think he passed away. I think it was in 2016. I think that's the right year. So it's been a number of years. And then Randy Meisner, of course, with the yellow, I think it was the Moorhead jersey on. And he passed away last year. And then you saw, of course, you heard Don Henley on drums. You saw, with this footage, it was a little bit disappointing because I wanted to see more of Felder and Bernie Ledden. But you saw Don Felder kind of on the other side of the stage from Glenn. Actually, you had Glenn, then you had Randy, and then on the other side it was Don Felder. You could see him just, in a couple of scenes. Then I think it was Bernie Ledden sitting there playing the slide guitar on the other side, and he was the one who finished out the concert. You saw there, they didn't really show him and Don Felder very much, but anyways, that's a great song. I love that song, and like I said, it's one of those things where when I do a channel like this, I want to feature not only just songs that a lot of people, sometimes, like I said, I mentioned some of these songs at the outset, Take It Easy, Peaceful Easy Feeling, from the Eagles. Those are the songs that a lot of reaction channels tend to cover, a lot, because the people who don't know much about the Eagles, those are the songs that, kind of like pull them in and kind of attract them because they're the big hits, right? But I think especially for Eagles fans who like to go back through their back catalog and really just kind of sift through and see what all they did, not just those big songs, but all their albums. Like I said, Desperado for me, again, going back to that album, the whole Outlaw thing, Doolin Dalton and some of those songs. There's a song on that album called Out of Control. If you ever heard that song, hear that song. That's a rocker, and it's kind of a especially for that album, it was a lot different for me to hear that on that album than it was a lot of the other songs on that album, because it seemed like it was kind of almost out of place. But that's a really good song. I might feature that on here at some point in the future. Who knows? But then, when you get to, like I said, when you get to On the Border, and you get to the next album, One of These Nights, and then, Hotel California followed that one, and then it just, and of course, the later albums, The Long Run, they had really hit their groove, but I think they started really kind of finding their place with this album right here, on the Border. So if you get a chance, check out the album. It's a great album, got some great stuff on it, and this is one of those great songs off of that album, Old 55. Really like that song, and I hope that you did as well. Well, that's it for today's episode. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, why don't you just go ahead and reach over, hit that subscribe button, and join this channel. We just keep all this great music alive around here. That's what we do. And also, if you want to check out any previous episodes, go down below in my playlist section. You can go through there, all my previous contents there. I'm sure you'll find some great music and artists that you'll enjoy as well. Set up your notifications so whenever I drop a new episode, you'll be the first to know. Come on back because I've got a lot more great content lined up for you. I'll see you next time right here on Face the Music. Take care.